Welcome to WXTV, your online source for weatherization training. For today's Where to Find It feature, we'd like to highlight E-Extension, an online resource developed by the USDA with all sorts of useful information for both the consumer and the professional. Now, the area of particular importance to us and DOE is the home energy section. We've invited a few folks from E-Extension to come talk about it. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm Shirley Niemeyer with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm an extension specialist with cooperative extension in housing and the environment. And I'm here today to tell you about a brand new USDA project called E-Extension. E-Extension is being built as a national website from land-grant colleges across the United States, or land-grant universities, working together, sharing their resources to create this national educational database on many topics. We created a home energy group or community of practice made up of people from land-grant universities across the United States. These people work in housing and the environment and energy. The three areas or content areas that we have created fall under existing homes, energy efficient existing homes, energy efficient new homes, and then alternative energy systems for homes.
Hi, I'm Mike Vogel. I'm with Montana State University Extension, and I'm involved with the E-Extension community of practice dealing with existing homes. This particular part of E-Extension deals with those everyday types of modifications that a homeowner would want to get information on that deals with energy efficiency in an existing home and weatherization. So we're talking about things that make a dent in one's utility bill. So some of the topics that we're looking at in this portion of the home energy community of practice dealing with existing homes deals with anything from the basics of heating systems, the types of heating systems, efficiency, how to improve efficiency of heating and cooling systems, as well as energy efficiency in weatherization and priorities such as insulation, how to insulate a home from the walls to the floors to the ceiling, ventilation. It deals with appliances, proper energy efficiency in the selection of appliances. If one is looking for incentives and rebates that exist with appliances and home energy conservation and weatherization. Lighting is a big portion of home energy savings. Another aspect of this website includes the relationship between home energy and weatherization and health and safety. And some of the things that we're looking at there, it deals with things like combustion gases, and if a heating system or a gas appliance or a fossil fuel type of a heating system like a wood stove or a pellet stove, if these are not functioning properly, some of the implications of that, like combustion gases and carbon monoxide. Other types of things, if we over tighten a home, there's concerns possibly with excessive moisture that relates to mold problems. So this website helps direct people to better understanding of what these implications may be, the health effects, possibly how to test and assess the situation, as well as mitigation or control measures that they can take in their homes.
Hi, I'm Claudette Reichel. I'm an Extension Housing Specialist and Professor with Louisiana State University Ag Center, and I've been part of the team developing the Home Energy E-Extension website. On this site, we cover a variety of home energy topics, but the one that I'm focusing on today is information for people planning to build a new home or buy a new home. On the site, you will find a wealth of articles on a variety of topics to help guide the consumer, the homeowner, and also the designer planning the new home so that it is a high-performance home. It will be comfortable, it will be energy efficient, it will be healthy, and it will be a good investment. One of the real advantages of the Home Energy E-Extension site is that it does have articles that pertain to specific climates, along with a great deal of articles that are generic and apply across the board, because one size does not fit all when it comes to building a high-performance house. What works well in Louisiana would not work well in Montana, and vice versa. And so in the site, look for articles that pertain to your climate and specify that when you do a search. You know, when you go to buy a new car, you expect it to perform, and we should expect no less from a house that we build or that we buy. And that's the difference between energy efficient construction and standard construction. Standard construction looks to meet the code and to be safe and to be structurally sound. But if you want a house to perform, you need to do some extra things to make sure that it will be comfortable and energy efficient and have a very low operating cost, which means lower cost every month. Throughout the Home Energy website of the articles on new home is a really important principle, and that is the principle of systems design or integrated design and construction. You cannot treat energy efficiency features in a vacuum. Those features affect the airflow, the moisture dynamics, and how it will perform in terms of durability, air quality, and health, along with its energy consumption. And so through these articles, the consumer can get a clue and get clued in to things to be careful about and to specify to make sure that their home will perform like they want without having unwanted problems.
I'm Michael Goldschmidt with the University of Missouri Extension, and a lot of people ask us what are good applications for alternative energy for existing homes. And what we see behind me are three good examples of good strategies. The first is good passive strategies, where you try to shade a house from the sun in the summertime, let ventilation in the summertime, and then in the wintertime we want to let the sun in for passive solar energy. We also see a solar panel that heats up hot water. So the sun shines on the panel, heats up water, heats up the thermocouple, and then you have basically free hot water. Then the third thing we see are photovoltaic panels, which actually generate electricity from the sun. And those panels can run anything that you would plug into a wall, from a washer, dryer, furnace, any kind of plug loads like a TV. So some of the content on that website would include not only photovoltaic panels like the one behind me, but which way it should be facing, how to maximize efficiency of the panels, looking at the cost of those panels, and all of the information you would need to connect those panels to your home energy system. In an existing house or a new house, we often see items like what is behind me, which is the inverter panel and the monitoring system, where a homeowner can actually look at the efficiency of the panel system, the orientation, and look at how much energy they are generating compared with how much they are using in the house. We don't see any wind turbines in this house, but wind technology works in some parts of the country, and we also see what are called hybrid systems, where a homeowner will have a wind turbine and a solar panel system, like the hot water system and the photovoltaics that we see in this house. The hybrid systems are great in areas where there is a volatile climate, where we have windy days but no sun, and sunny days and no wind, so that there's a constant generation of power for that home, and in some cases sending back to the utility company. Many homeowners may decide that they cannot afford a full solar array or a wind turbine, so one alternative is to invest in a solar water heater, which is one of the items that you see behind me. Solar water heater uses glycol or water running through tubes on the roof. The sun heats up those tubes, and then that system heats up the water heater, similar to the way a water heater would be heated up in a regular house. And there's a very small investment for these systems, and they do save a lot of money by cutting out all of the hot water heating that's needed in a home.
The main features of this Home Energy website include our resource area. We also have articles there, content articles for more in-depth information. We have a feature that's called Frequently Asked Questions. It's a database that when people ask questions, it automatically will pop up with the answer. But if the answer isn't there, The person can ask a question. This is called Ask the Expert, and we have a group of people from across the United States who will answer those questions hopefully within a couple of days. The content that we create on this website is peer-reviewed. It has to go through a standardized process in order for it to be loaded on the wiki website at eextension.org. Another unique feature is our collaborative relationships with other agencies and organizations. A particular relationship that we have is with, for example, U.S. Department of Energy. And we've had the opportunity to work together, USDA together with DOE, to create some of our content areas.
To find information on existing homes as well as information on new home construction that deals with home energy as well as alternative energy systems for homes, this website has an abundance of information that can be found easily on the website. So it's a wealth of information, and we invite the public or any housing related person, utility, property management, home inspection, a wide variety of users will find benefit to this site.
WXTV, your online source for weatherization information, techniques, and expert advice.